Folks, get in the game. Get the dimes. A lot of fun is about ready to be had. We're nailing it. Come on. Is this high energy or what? Is this the way you want your news given to you? And a number, you probably spilt your coffee on that one, but let's rock and roll. Let's make a difference in people's lives. More importantly, we made a difference in your life. Pass it along. Help other people understand what real money is, what fake money is. Hold your own purchasing power. The only reason all these wars are being waged is because we lent the purchasing power. Somebody else lent. Heck, yes, we lent it because we were given a script. We were given an IOU for your labor. You weren't paid in something that had intrinsic value because there's no intrinsic value, very little ink on a piece of paper. And that is, you're going to accept that as payment for your time and labor, your time away from your loved ones. Nah. Let's go back to the way God meant this to be. Silver's been money for over 6,000 years, 4,000 BC to present. And it's finite. Your purchasing power is finite. Your time on earth is finite. Energy, which is represented by the purchasing power, is finite. Yes, energy in the universe is finite. It doesn't matter. Energy in one form or another, it all is the same amount. It's a law of physics. So some people said, how many ounces of silver do you actually need in order to be in what percentage of the 1% of the global population? And you know what? It's actually a little less than 120 ounces. Look at this chart. So if you want to copy the chart, how many ounces do you need to be in the game? We want you to be in the yellow and the green area, folks. That's where we want you to be. That area there will secure your family and your grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Lineage you'll never meet. It'll take care of them. These are all the countries right now that we're in. Look at this. Over 80 countries at this point in time. People are listening to us, yet they don't give us credit for it on the show here. Well, that's the algorithms doing a number on us. War is a place where young people who don't know each other and don't hate each other kill each other by the decision of old people who know each other and hate each other but don't kill each other. That makes sense? Trump says it will recommend Gaza takeover plan and not impose it. Body of Shiri Bablas ID'd by family as Israel says she was murdered in Hamas captivity. The United Nations has become a platform for tyrants and a megaphone for people who hate America. We should stop paying for it and put America first. Who agrees with that? Proud to introduce the Defund Act, which with Mike Rogers to withdraw the U.S. from the Ukraine. Lawmakers push to withdraw the U.S. from the United Nations. What kind of deep, dark secrets are being kept from us? Folks, I want you to know we're with you. You're with us. You're helping us out. We're not going anywhere. We are going to see this thing through together. We're going to keep up this relentless broadcasting schedule until silver is set free. And what I'm finding out right now is we are winning the game. Other countries around the world are now having problems sourcing silver. Several banks out of Korea and also in China are not able to source silver. Now, if you can source silver, guess what it's most likely going to be? It's going to be the dregs, whatever's left over. The silver that you want is the money of our country, the coin of the realm. That's what it's known as. Okay. And you want the most visible form of the coin of the realm. We are lucky here in the United States. Our most visible form of coin of the realm was pre-1965 dimes. See, 14 dimes equals 1 troy ounce. So if you buy a 1 ounce round, you get 1 transaction. You buy dimes equaling 1 troy ounce, you get 14 transactions because 14 dimes equals 1 troy ounce. Now, if it gets down to the division where I'm talking about, we're looking at $1,000 an ounce. You could chop a dime in half. Yes, you can. And you know what? You could chop a half into a quarter as well. They're selling 1 grams of silver, folks. A gram, there's 31.1 grams in a troy ounce. Folks, the reason why this technology is being explored and implemented like this is because every life has meaning. Every life has value. Your life has value. We're all, when we're born, we're given something called talents by God. We all have a God-given talent. Have you heard of that before? I think what we're supposed to do while we're alive is develop and define and find out what that talent is that God gave us. I think we're finding out what God gave me as a talent. What do you guys think? I'm pushing for it. We're trying to position ourselves to be the next takeover for CNN or whatever. As all these other news organizations come out, we want to replace them. Will you help us? Will you support us? Go over to YouTube right now. Go to Ted Speaks News and sign up as a subscriber. Don't bother doing it over here with Rumble. Let's try YouTube because they're going to suppress you and unsubscribe you, all kinds of stuff. They can't be picking on us too much over there on YouTube because we really don't have any content over there. Now, the content is going to be put up over there is content you can share very easily. It's going to be less than 20-minute programs called briefs. So it's going to have Ted Speaks brief and then the date. So it's not going to have a special title or anything. Ted Speaks Brief and the date. That's how it's going to be delineated. Place well, is your trust well placed? If you're taking advice from somebody that's not a certified financial planner, not a certified estate planner, that is simply out there as a metal salesman trying to sell you metal. Folks, what you need is coin of the realm. They don't want to sell this to you. There's one company out there left night. I think Miles Franklin has some dimes on sale, but they're $1.49 over spot. Golden Eagle's selling for 99 cents over a spot. I guess we could have gotten that extra 50 cents and we could have used that towards the beef. But then your dimes would have cost a lot more. You gotten a lot less. See, every additional dime you can get might mean an extra $1,000 of purchasing power in your pocket. Look, that offset to the beef is not worth it to me. What's worth it to me is for you to take advantage of what I've done for you, which is to negotiate the lowest price on dimes on the face of the planet. Nobody's got them cheaper at 99 cents over spot. Check it out. Now, they're not paying anything for marketing or whatever. We're taking that on ourselves because we're working as a team. I have a calling here. When I was a certified estate planner, certified financial planner, I encourage people to bring in their paper stock certificates like these. Look, like these stock certificates, I had QSIP numbers on it. See how pretty that was? We were told to do that by our back office. Says, get your clients to bring in a stock certificate, we'll put it in a street account. Well, little did I know when they turned in the stock certificate, they lost the last shred of ownership of that stock. Because on the back of the stock certificates is the areas where it's all filled out as far as redemptions are concerned. See this? They lost that when they turned their stock certificates over to me to put them in a street account so we can manage the account and a lot easier. But whose name is actually on it? Who actually owns those stock certificates now? Possession's 9/10 of the law. Isn't that a shame about what happened to Alexis, though? And guess what? We have a gal that's going to be flying in from Chicago to stay a week with us to act as Margaret Ann's personal assistant. And if things work out for that 1 week, tell us a little bit about what might be on the horizon here.
If we could potentially have somebody who's going to help us and take some things off my plate. And won't that be wonderful?
So we need a funding drive right now because we've looked at airline tickets, but we want her out here tomorrow. So a round trip ticket for a round trip ticket for 1 week is going to be $780. So can we get somebody to pony up $780 so we can get Pam out here to help Margaret Ann? She's been doing it by herself now for coming up on a year. It would be a very nice anniversary present for her, wouldn't it? Folks, a lot of information is coming out here and a lot of it's recirculated, like the Good Doctor. Somebody sent me over the Good Doctor's, also known as Casper, email breaking news. Well, the email that he sent over, the news that was breaking was about a week and a half, 2 weeks old. Folks, the guy is a charlatan. He's parroting old news and he's trying to make himself look intelligent. The Good Doctor, good grief. Take a look at what the diplomas are. Hey, you know what? Good Doctor, you're watching this. You show me your diplomas. I'm showing you mine. Let me see your real name on those diplomas. Stop parroting around. Stop ripping off our seniors. And that pretty little girl who works with you running $1 billion year company with no experience whatsoever. You have your money with this guy. If your money is not in your hands, I'm mad at you. Your money has to be in your hands. Don't trust anybody else with this stuff. When this stuff soars up $1,000, $2,000 an ounce for silver, you think they're going to give you your silver back because they're nice guys? You signed their paperwork to hold it for you. And you're paying a percentage of what the value is as storage fees. What's going to happen when this stuff gets up there? Who's going to ship it to you? Who's going to be responsible for the insurance cost? Don't you think bad people are going to be watching shipments out of the vault? All they do is hang out a block or down the road. No, now time to get your money out of somebody else's vault was months ago. If you're a little late to the draw, give me a call. Let me help you. We have people that are TED heads right now that have been through the same thing with the Good Doctor, getting their money out of there. They know all the tricks that they play, and they're happy to help you. So reach out to me, ted@tedspeaks.net, or give me a text or a jingle or something, 443-340-8438. Let me help you get control of your money. I'm not going to touch it. I don't want to touch it. What I want you to do is load up, stack up dimes. We're exposing the crimes. You guys stack the dimes. That's the deal. So at any rate, folks, please go over to YouTube and subscribe over there. We're on YouTube again now. The channel name is Ted Speaks News altogether, Ted Speaks News. Please go over to YouTube and subscribe over there. We're going to start populating that with our briefs. So we have very, very nice briefs that are being put together, about 15, 20 minutes, no more than that. So you're watching an hour and a half, 2 hour presentation. You can share a 15, 20 minute brief. Somebody might watch that. So we're putting it together on the cream of the crop of the best of the very best. I don't know how we do that, but somebody else is figuring that stuff out. But anyway, if you'd like to help out with this, please get groups together and ask them to please subscribe over there on YouTube. Let's get our footing back.